What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hybrid Network, and today we've got a breakdown for the brand new trailer for The Gifted that came out very late at night, like around midnight where I'm at right now. And I've watched it a few times, just try to get as much as I can out of it. So without further ado, we're gonna go jump right in and show you guys exactly what we've got from this trailer. We start off with our father figure, who I believe is Stephen Moyer, is talking about Lorna Danes, who in this case is Polaris. So we're seeing, I think, her imprisonment and sort of we're seeing the background of this. The father of these two children that have mutant powers works for this division that hunts down mutants and kind of imprisons them. There's a weird, there's a battle here because the kids can't really show themselves out because their father arrests people like them. This is actually stated later in the trailer why the kids never stated why they came to their parents, because ultimately this is the reason. They're mutants and their father's job is to hunt down mutants. And as we see later in the trailer, we start to realize that once you see it's happening to your own kids, you start to get a different perspective and you start to realize, yeah, this isn't okay. As we get on, we see kind of a bond between the sister and the brother, Lauren and Andy, I believe. She has, I believe, it looks like telekinesis, and Andy looks like he has the same power, but it might just be not as developed as hers. So I'm assuming she's the older sister and he's a younger brother who's coming into his powers. As the trailer goes on, something happens at, I believe, a prom where Andy is being bullied and his powers manifest, provoking the attention of the mutant hunting division, where they say they need to take him with them. It's after this development that the father figure and just basically both the parents contact, I believe, I guess, our two veteran mutants that are going to be helping this family through their tribulations, Marcos Diaz and Clarice Ferguson, otherwise known as Blink, played by Jamie Chung. And Lorna, I guess, is going to be following with them. Marco seems to have some relationship with her, or he needs to learn more about her, so there's must be some kind of deal going on where Stephen Moyer will tell Marcos more about Lorna in exchange for helping his family escape this mutant hunting division. As the trailer goes on, like, that's the most story that we get for the most part. Everything else is kind of like set pieces to kind of show off what's going to be happening in these episodes. We see Lorna kind of catching bullets and sort of deflecting them. We see Andy ripping apart these spider machines, which I'm not sure if these are supposed to be Sentinels, like maybe these are precursor to Sentinels, which just kind of gets me thinking, again, after every single X-Men thing that I find, what was the point of Days of Future Past? But we'll leave that there. We see more visualizations of mutant powers. We see Blink using her portals. We see a lot more of Polaris kind of moving stuff around. We see, again, this epic final shot of Andy kind of ripping apart these robotic sentinels that are coming after them. I gotta tell you, just from watching this, the whole tone of this just seems it seems darker than I would expect for a usual Fox network kind of show. And I mean, there's been a lot of really dark stuff, but I mean, what I mean here is this seems a little bit more heartfelt because we're finally seeing the perspective from people on the run, because in the past we had kind of seen things from like the X-Men's perspective of saving mutants. We never got a perspective of like mutants running away from these problems when there's no X-Men around. Marcos, I think, says at one point they don't even know if the X-Men or the Brotherhood are around, so it kind of makes me wonder if this is after the Westchester incident mentioned in Logan. If that's the case, props to Fox for going the little bit extra mile to actually try to have some connectivity between their movies and their TV shows. But this is just kind of interesting to me. This makes me a lot more interested than the teaser did. The teaser didn't really show me anything, and it was like only bare minimum in terms of effects. This kind of gives us a big rundown with the whole story and everything, and it really does kind of get me interested in, I guess, the overall plot line, because it seems like for the majority of this they're going to be on the run, and I'm wondering if they're going anywhere, if there's like a mission to get somewhere. He mentions the X-Men and the Brotherhood. He mentions the X-Men and the Brotherhood aren't like a thing anymore. So I'm wondering if this is, maybe they position the idea to maybe go find the X-Men, and everyone's like, no, they don't even exist anymore. Like, Xavier killed them all. But it's just kind of interesting because so far there really hasn't been much connectivity between like Legion in the movies, and this seems like it's going the extra mile to kind of take place in the same world as the Bryan Singer movies, which, I mean, this is directed by Bryan Singer, so obviously there's some connectivity there. But overall, this is actually kind of interesting. I kind of want to see more of this, in all honesty. It seems, I judge this from its cover, and it seems like it may be a little bit more than I gave it credit for. Again, we'll have to see as we get closer to the release date, which I believe is this fall, but honestly, I'm kind of hooked based on this trailer. Let me know what you guys think about this trailer. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What were your favorite scenes if you did like it? Just let us know in the comments down below how excited you guys are for this. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and be sure to stay subscribed to the Hybrid Networks for all of our videos as they come out. My name is Luke, and I'll catch you guys next time.